Hello, my lovelies. Happy Friday. So I intended to do a live today for you guys. However, we were spending the afternoon digging all of our vehicles out of about 2.5 feet of snow. So I was trying to log in on my phone and do a live for you guys to say hello to all the new subscribers. Apparently the new channel doesn't have privileges from my cell phone. Laptop's deciding to be a little extra today and it's not working. So unfortunately, I'm not able to do a live today. However, in the future, I would like to start connecting with you guys at least weekly, doing a live stream. And when I do those on my TikTok channel under the same name, I usually do paid personal readings during those, as well as I do collective readings for people. So what is a paid reading for me? I offer two different things for tarot. I do a mini reading, which is about 5 cards for $12, and then I do a full reading, which is multiple decks for $25. So you usually would pick a topic, or if you have a question that you'd like me to try and answer, the more specific, the better for those. And then you just pay through my Linktree link. So that's going to be in all the description boxes. It's also in the bio of my page. So if you go to Tarotbydamsel and you look at, it says like tarot, author, mediumship, and paranormal. Right below that, it's going to have the Linktree. So you click that guy, and then towards the bottom, it's got my PayPal or my Cash App, and that's how you send your payment. So if I'm live and we're doing that, what happens is I'll usually have my laptop set up. If I'm on my phone, then I can see through either the laptop or my cell phone. So then once payment's received, if we're live, then we just do it first come, first serve. So that's how it would work during a live. If we get monetized on this channel, then we could do it through super chats, things like that. However it works on here to monetize. I think we're quite a ways off from ever having that happen, if it happens. So I tend to just do it through my Linktree, and that's easier for you guys to be able to do it. So I also am a medium. What does that mean? Well, I connect to the deceased world on the other side, the people that have crossed over that are no longer living. So I am able to channel individuals. Sometimes it's a lot of individuals that come through all at once when I channel. Sometimes it's just a select handful of people. In a live, I only do 3 of those. So those are $50 a piece. They do take a good little while, so a minimum of about 15 minutes. Sometimes it's longer, like an hour. It just depends on how much information Spirit decides to come through with. When I do those outside of a live, those take me anywhere from an hour to 2 hours turnaround time for me to channel the information, write down all of the notes that I've received, and then record your video and upload it. So they do take me quite a bit of time one-on-one. Just know that if you book one through email, and that's the only other way you guys can receive readings from me, if it's not in a generic message that's for the collective. So I just wanted to go over kind of how I work as a medium, as a tarot reader, things like that. Other people may do it different. This is how my gifts work for me. I'm also a published author of 2 books. So if you guys have never seen me before other than in my videos, you may not know that. They're both for sale on Amazon. So if you click the Linktree, that's where you're going to find all this information to my TikTok channel, to all my social media, and to all of the things that I have to either purchase, or if you want to find like my books and things like that. So the first one is my romance novel. This one's called The Alabaster Enchantress of New Orleans. This one is the romance novel. They are listed in the Linktree, either my autobiography or my romance. So this one is the romance novel, and it will give you like the option, I think, to read a couple of pages if you click on the description in the Linktree. And this one is my autobiography. It's called Stepping Stones to Destiny. I realize these might be backwards because I'm on my phone, so my apologies if they are, but you can look at both of those in the Linktree. So let's see, we have both the books we talked about, the payment options, the tarot messages, the mediumship stuff. We're going to start doing some paranormal investigations once it quits snowing out here in Colorado where I live. I would like to start doing some of those as the weather improves over the summer. So what is that? Well, since I'm a medium, I can pick up information from spirits. And so I want to actually go out into some of these places that are rumored to be haunted and see if energetic energetically I pick up anything. And B, I was just gifted for my birthday this last week a brand new camcorder that is the 4K. So I want to see if I can actually capture anything on camera. So if I do, we're going to start posting some of those things to the channel. I'm really excited about that. It's something I've wanted to do for a very long time. And I'm going to bring some of my family along, and we're all going to bring like our cell phones. So we're going to see if somebody maybe captures something that other people don't. A couple of my sons like to interrogate the spirit world a little bit, so they kind of like to rile things up, so it may stir the pot a little bit. We're going to take some precautions so everybody will be safe, but we are curious, and so we would definitely like to see what's out there. So I have a few places in mind. I did post a little mini one that I did with my youngest son, what was it, last weekend, I believe. I don't believe we caught very much, but the strange thing was that the sound cut out in all three parts of the video, and so we made sure that the sound was on and the volume was up before we started, but as we got into it, as we were on the road that was rumored to be haunted, the sound cut out. So very strange. I have had that happen during a live on my TikTok as well, that I'll be in the middle of a mediumship session and my phone will completely die. And so that's usually an indication that Spirit's trying to kind of siphon the energy in order to connect to us. So I'm excited to see what happens going forward. Again, I am going to have some of my family members come with me on some of these things. And so I will post all of the stuff that we get. I'm probably not going to edit a bunch of it, just give you kind of raw, unfiltered footage of what we pick up. There's lots of places in our state where we can go that, we could go do these investigations. So I'm really looking forward to the nicer weather so that we're able to actually get out and do some of these things. Makes it very difficult to travel through several feet of snow, which is what we're dealing with the last 2 days. So anyways, that is the announcements for the channel. I wanted to personally welcome everybody who's a new subscriber to the channel. So if you've never been here before, you can call me Jenna or Damsel. Either one is fine. And I do post a lot of information on our community tab. So if you guys are like wondering if there's specials going on for readings, if I'm going to update something on the channel, I'm going to post about it usually on the community tab. So check that for any updates. I also post polls for you guys to communicate with me. Tell me things that you like, that you don't like. So if you notice there's a poll up currently, go ahead and vote. What is your favorite type of reading on the channel? I like to change things up periodically. I get kind of bored doing the same thing. So if you see that things change a little bit, I'm just trying out new things. And if you like it, comment, let me know. If you're like, I kind of like it better the other way, comment, let me know. I definitely would like to post things that you guys are interested in watching. So the basics on the channel are going to be the weekly on Mondays. You'll either get it Sunday or Monday for all 12 zodiac signs. Sometimes it's going to be posted as a collective, and sometimes it's going to be each individual sign. Other times I'm going to do it by element, fire, water, air, or earth. So make sure you know what your placements are and check those out on Sundays or Mondays. Tuesdays, I typically am going to post a love reading. So it's either going to be a collective, or it will say specifically if it's for singles, couples, couples in separation, twin flames, or soulmates. Wednesdays, I will post usually a spiritual guidance. So part of my journey is spiritual growth and development, and part of my journey is to share the knowledge that I've learned. That's why I wrote my book, Stepping Stones to Destiny. So there's information in there as well about my spiritual journey, what it's like to be a medium, all that stuff. And so spiritual journey stuff is important to me. I feel like a lot of us are on the ascension path, and so we're kind of learning how to navigate. So Wednesdays will be your spiritual guidance and advice for soul growth and development. Let's see. Thursdays, I typically will post shadow work. So shadow work is about how you balance the light sides of ourself with the dark sides of ourself, and how we integrate and find the balance to become our most authentic version. And then Fridays, there will usually be some sort of weekend message. Sometimes it's a collective. Other times it's going to be something different. Sometimes I hold a poll in order to decide which sign is going to get, their own specific bonus. So stay tuned for that. It may change throughout the weeks. So those are the basics that I offer on the channel, as well as I'm always offering personal readings. Those are only booked through my email unless it's done in a live. So if you don't subscribe to my TikTok channel and you're only here on YouTube, you can get a personal reading through a live, but I do usually charge for those. So I just want you guys to be aware. If for some reason I'm going live and I'm doing a freebie, it will say so in the title, so you know. So you will know. There we go. And if you guys want to book with me personally, one-on-one, you are able to do that. You just shoot me an email. It is tarotbydamsel@gmail.com. Super easy. And all of that stuff will be listed in my link tree. So if you're ever like, shoot, what did she say it was? Just click the link tree. It's listed right there for you. All the goodies are in the link tree. I tried to make it easy on everybody, including me. All right. So without any further ado, thank you all so much for migrating over here. If you came from the other channel, Damsel in Distress Tarot, I was very sad to see that go. It was 3 years of my time and energy, over 3,000 videos. It is still up because there's personal readings that people bought and paid for over there. There's lots of goodies in some of those videos, and I just don't want to take it down. So I lost my ability to log into that email that was associated with that. There was an identity issue. Somebody stole my identity, had all my credentials. So I was in the process of changing passwords and realized I didn't have that password saved anywhere and couldn't remember what it was. So unfortunately, I had to start a new one. That's why we have this new channel. So we're just going to start from square one, and we're just going to start, uploading stuff regularly, posting things. So thank you to everybody who migrated over here, and welcome to all of my new people. So any of you that have questions, shoot me a message on here. I try and respond as quick as possible. If it's something that can't wait, email me, definitely, because that's a lot quicker for me to respond usually. So without further ado, happy Friday. Let's get you some weekend bonus messages. We're going to go by element to save time. So fire, water, air, and earth. Let's see what we've got going on for Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos for the weekend. What do they need to know? We're going to do 4 cards. All right. So interesting. We start with needing some boundaries. Is there some place in your life that you maybe need some boundaries? Do you need to defend yourself for others? Do you need to stick up for yourself for others? There could definitely be something going on where you've got to kind of draw a line in the sand and that you've got to stick up for yourself or an underdog. All right, we have the 9 of Cups. So I do feel like there's a wish fulfillment coming in. Part of me feels like you need some boundaries in a love relationship. I do feel like some of you could be going towards your divine counterpart, your forever person. This could be a mother figure. This could be a spouse, a partner, or someone you wish to create a life with. The Empress also symbolizes feminine energy. She's the divine feminine in tarot. She's also a symbol of creation, fertility, achievements, joy, happiness, and pregnancy. So if you're not ready for that, use extra precautions. You have 2 9s, so you're definitely about to complete something. 9-9, lots of abundance, lots of wealth, a wish fulfillment coming in, and it could lead to a lot of prosperity for you. So it sounds like a pretty decent weekend. So if you've been struggling with some things, make sure you stick to your boundaries this week. Nurture the things that you want to grow. If it's financial or love related, know that things are majorly going to start improving for you. Love to see that. All right, what do we need to know for the water signs? Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Four cards, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Interesting. All right. We start with the 7 of Coins. So this is telling you that you might be really frustrated with work, financial issues. Know that there is something that's going to change, but I feel like you can't give up too soon. I feel like we're kind of in a lack mentality or really struggling financially. Know that more is on the way and that you just need to be cautious with your spending right now. Don't overextend yourself if possible, but share what you have with others if you are able to do so. I feel like hoarding the resources or being stingy really is not where you're supposed to be. You have 2 4s back to back, so 4-4. So that might be a number that you're seeing as well. 4 is about balance. It's also about home and family. And we have the 4 of Cups. So this tells us an unexpected love offer might be coming for you. I feel like this is something that catches you off guard. You don't see it coming. It may come from someone you least expect, and you might be off in la la land when the offer comes through. I also feel like you're letting go of a lot of conflict and chaos chaos in your life and you're moving to calmer waters. You might be physically moving, taking a trip or traveling, but this is an indication that you are looking for peace and calm in your life. So go away from any sort of frustration, but don't give up on your dreams or goals just yet. Pentacles tend to move the slowest. Sometimes it takes years to really get things off the ground. If it's a goal that's important to you, just don't throw in the towel too soon. I do feel like you have more money coming and definitely an unexpected love offer for you. All right, what do we need to know for our air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What do we need to know for them this weekend? I'm sorry, my house is a little noisy today. Everybody's home because of the crazy weather. So you might hear people talking in the other room, doors opening and closing. The walls aren't real thick in this old house. All right, what do we need to know for the air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's get a better shuffle. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Interesting. You also have the Empress, so the Divine Feminine. See how she's got a pregnant belly there? There could definitely be some pregnancy or baby announcements coming, I feel like. I also think that this is an indication that you're moving towards marriage and commitment with the Ten of Cups. Lots of happiness coming, lots of unions being announced, babies on the way, expansion, really positive changes coming. You might be a little bit exhausted, so don't forget to take that time to rest, especially if you're a new parent. Sleep when that baby sleeps, as best you can. I had 4 of my own. I remember those days that it was very, very exhausting. I don't know how people do it later in life because I sure the heck couldn't. But I feel like there's some beautiful things that are coming into your life, a lot of happiness. Don't forget to just kind of sit back and enjoy some of the simple joys in life. I feel like that's also worth mentioning. And that we need to trust our intuition. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing. She's like big mama bear energy, but she's also really tapped into spirit. If you look at this, like she's kind of crowned with that intuitive wisdom. So meditation, relaxation, and really listening to spirit may be super important for you, air signs, this weekend. I also get the sense that if it's an unexpected pregnancy announcement or unexpected union coming through, you may need to find that zen, find that calm, especially if it's something that you weren't quite expecting. It's going to be okay, it looks like, but you might need some downtime to adjust to it. All right, let's see what we have for our earth signs. Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn for the weekend. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. What do we need to know? There's one. All right, we start with the Chariot. So lots of forward movement and progress. Where things have been stuck and stagnant, that is about to change, and it usually happens quite quickly. Travel is indicated, forward progress after being stuck. So this tends to kind of gain momentum. You could also be traveling, moving, relocating, purchasing a vehicle, but this is going to help you to bring in the balance that you're looking for. And Temperance, more balance. So dip your toe in the water, try some new things. I feel like you need some peace, harmony, and resolution. Don't forget to start by pouring into your own cup before you are able to pour into another. You can't be depleted and expected to go forward in a really awesome way. You want to make sure that you give to yourself as well. Part of that might be some rest and relaxation for you as well. So if you're burning the candle at both ends, you're really burnt out and exhausted, take some time, some extra time to rest and recover. You're going to need it. And when you do that, you're about to find some happiness. This could be union for some of you guys, marriage, commitment, things like that, or finally finding some peace and harmony and things that are a lot better suited for you. All in all, it looks like you're making some progress. You also need to find the middle ground and find the balance. Don't forget to rest and go towards your happiness. Have a wonderful weekend, my lovelies. I will see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend.